morning. Welcome back to Cosmoholics Anonymous. I am your favorite, new mama, Bougie Vintage. And today's video is my love and hip hop video. Let's get it shit poppin' because the bitch ain't got time for this show no more. Like, honestly, I'm over it. Somebody asked for a mukbang. Girl. This is as much as mukbang as you're getting. I eat this for breakfast every day. It's just granola with vanilla flavored yogurt, Greek yogurt. My lips are dry, so they might turn white in the video and I might look like a crackhead. That's okay. Anyway, the episode starts off with BK Bresco and Sierra. BK Bresco and Sierra are on a horse carriage ride. And of course, Sierra is still dealing with things with Shooter, so Sierra is telling BK Bresco all about it. BK Bresco ain't trying to hear that shit, honey. He is not interested at all. He's tired of it. He's telling her enough is enough. And so she's just like, you know, you're my best friend, you're who I want to vent to and stuff. But he's not trying to hear that because he's acting like he wants her all to himself. But that ain't the real tea. That's not the true tea. And we're going to get into the true tea because we were right about this all along, okay? He's still talking in circles, saying that they need to take it day by day. And so Sierra kind of apologizes about talking about BB gun constantly. And the thing about it is, you guys are on a television show. Like, I don't know why he's acting like that whole situation is not a part of their storyline. Like, that's what I don't like about it, because he's trying to be like, he doesn't want to talk about that. But you guys are being recorded right now. And VH1 is giving you pointers on what you need to be talking about. So stop acting like you don't want to talk about it, because you ain't got a choice, my like, is what it is. So in the next scene, I'm covering my mouth because who knows what inside here looks like, okay? KK brings Nurse Bay to Mama D's house because Mama D is now in recovery since she got her body done. Mama D ends up telling KK that Ernest was missing for like weeks on end. And they ended up finding him at a hotel doing crack. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that. I don't know if this is true or not. Mama D said, you know, back in the day, he definitely had those demons to face and she thought he was way long gone past that. He looks like he's gone past that. Kinda. But apparently not. Apparently he was caught in a hotel doing crack. And so now their lives are a mess. Mama D's talking about how she loves her husband, but this is too much to deal with and all kinds. Girl. But that was basically it with that conversation. And then Mama D ends up taking, she has lots of medication she's supposed to take. She said she needs a pain pill after talking about Ernest. But she took a stool softener instead. But then she acted like the stool softener was a laxative when they're two completely different things. But KK ends up leaving because Mama D's talking about she ain't got that much time. Stool softeners take forever to kick in. Let me be the first to tell you, okay? Because after you have a baby, they give you stool softeners because they also give you pain meds. The stool softeners wasn't shit, honey. They were not, like, no. They were certainly not shit, okay? So the next scene is Estelita and Stevie the morning after the penthouse shoot. I'm just gonna let y'all know from now I'm motherfucking disgusted. Like, I've been disgusted with these two, but I'm more disgusted now. So Stevie is cooking breakfast. I think it was supposed to be hash browns, but not like the full hash browns. Like the actual, like, shredded potatoes. Like, I don't know who eats those. Do y'all eat those? Because I don't eat those, okay? And Essential Oils comes out and she's wearing a lingerie and she's complimenting him on his beefcake performance from the night before. I said, this is disgusting. She said it was spectacular. I said, this is nasty. Y'all, it's pathetic. Like, Estelita, you are pathetic, okay? You are a sad excuse for a woman. I am so sorry about it. Not really. These two are doing the most. Let's have a toast, okay? They start talking, and Estelita basically tells him, like, you know, Erica won't fall for your bullshit, but you need a gang of bad bitches on your team to hold shit down and all kinds. And I'm like, what? Are you saying what I think you're saying right now? Like, girl, this show's gonna give me heart palpitations. Like, I can't. In real life, okay, Steven Jordan is the last man on earth that I would ever play Sister Wives for. Like, if you're playing Sister Wives for that guy, you just have no morals, no standards. Like, where they do that at. Stephen Jordan, the last person on earth that I would ever play Sister Wives for. Okay? I don't even think there's an on earth that could get me to play Sister Wives. I want you and only you and all to myself. I don't care how big the bag is, honey. That might be a lie, you know. If LeBron James wanted me to play Sister Wives with Savannah, I might secure that bag, you know. I actually really like Savannah. She cute. But LeBron James ain't cute to me, so it would literally just be for the bag. But I actually hate myself. But yeah, essential oils is tripping. And she basically tells Stevie that she'll respect Just Brittany when Just Brittany no longer dresses like it's Halloween every day of the year. Which, you know, I might kind of agree with it. But she's definitely saying, like, once that happens, then she'll accept Just Brittany into the sister wivehood, okay? Until then, it's a dub. Anyway, they start making out and feeling on each other, and I just want to throw up. Like, disgusting. I don't like this show. And she keeps making the manager joke to him. She keeps saying, hey, manager. Because that's her full-fledged man, honey. Ain't no manager at this point. That's your man. He ain't managing nothing. He's not managing a damn thing. Let's keep it a buck. So in the next scene, Tokyo and Carly Red and Sierra meet up with Bocce. Bocce is Keely, the bitch we don't like. Her man right now. I don't know how long it's gonna last. But Tokyo getting ready for her album release party. So Bocce is like a promoter. And she's gonna be working with him to get her event done. So they're talking, and Tokyo asks him if he'll be able to put a muzzle on his bitch at the event, because she doesn't mind if she comes. She just better be on her best behavior. Bocce says he doesn't mix business with personal, and basically tells her she doesn't really have anything to worry about where that's concerned. And so Tokyo said basically that she just needs Keely to be respectful and there's not going to be any issues. So Bocce concurs, he leaves, and then the girls continue their conversation. Sierra spills tea today, and she tells us that Bocce actually has a girlfriend named Crystal that he's been rocking with for a while, and that Keely's actually just a side ting. Well, they on TV, honey, so if she's a side ting, I don't know how that's gonna play out. I hope we get to meet Crystal though, because that's some good drama. Now, what's ironic is that Sierra ain't the only woman in BK's life, but we're gonna touch on that later. So Tokyo spills the tea that Blue Da Vinci is actually Keely's baby daddy. Everybody's shocked. Everybody's like, what? What? Blue Da Vinci? Carly Red's like, I know Blue Da Vinci. I know Blue. Guess what? I got something. Blue finna be my +1 at your event. Tokyo's like, nah, I don't need that smoke in my party. But Carly Red insists that that's what she's bringing as her +1. And of course, this is in true Carly Red fashion. Be the messiest bitch at the ball, bitch. She ain't gotta be Cinderella hoe. She wants to be the messiest bitch at the ball. And she's gonna do just that. She's inviting Blue Da Vinci as her +1, bitch. Okay? So Tokyo says if Keely fucks up her event, she is going to be leaving there on a stretcher. And I ain't mad at it, because I don't like Keely. So please let that bitch leave on a damn stretcher. So the next scene, Brittany meets up with Tiara. Tiara being Scrap De Leon's ex-girlfriend / baby mama. But Just Brittany ordered a water at the bar, and we find out that she doesn't drink. And so I need to know the validity of the information Keely told to Erica Mena and Mimi about Just Brittany sleeping with Stevie. Because the way Just Brittany is really pushing this narrative that she doesn't need to sleep with Stevie and she doesn't want to sleep with Stevie for a single, like, it doesn't make sense. It's making me feel like Keely told a lie on this girl, because her energy is definitely not the same when she's in the presence of Brittany versus what she was saying at that table. She explains to Tiara that she doesn't think that she should have to sign a contract with Stevie for one song. It doesn't make any sense. And I agree with this 100%. Why the fuck is she signing a contract? She says she ain't got time for Stevie Hefner. Stevie Hefner and his Playboy bunnies, Estelita and Erica. Tiara tells her, look, I know Stevie, that's my baby daddy's uncle, but it's like that. If you don't give up the cootie cat, he slaps you with a contract. That's just how he is. And so Brittany's not admitting that she slept with this guy. So I don't know if it's because it's too late and she doesn't want to look crazy, or if she just genuinely didn't sleep with him and Keely's making shit up. Because my whole thing with that part of the episode last week was, why didn't VH1 capture that moment on camera? When they tell you the cameras are cut, they're not actually cut. They're still rolling. They just tell you it's cut to see how you act off camera. So when was this conversation that her and Keely had, why we never got to see it? Are they going to show it at the fucking reunion? Never before seen clip? Like, it doesn't make sense that way. So we're going based off of what Keely says. Hopefully we're going to find out that she made that shit up and she gives an ass beat. So once again, Brittany says, nobody's fucking for a record. I don't get down like that. He's not giving me millions, bitch. Like, I am busting it wide open for Steven. So then she starts to talk about how Keely, the whole Keely situation, how Keely kind of switched up on her and she's not with the fakeness and all this. And that was very brief. But then she moves on, or they move on in their conversation, and T brings up Scrap. She tells Brittany that KK, Scrap's mom, reached out for a sit down. She says Scrap's supposed to get out of jail soon, and so she doesn't know if this is a genuine sit down or if KK is just trying to save face because Scrap is going to be very upset to find out that his mom didn't check for his son the entire time he was gone. We all know the relationship is between KK and Tiara, so it doesn't surprise me that KK didn't reach out, because the way Tiara was acting, she was acting like she wasn't going to let KK see the child because they can't get along. She also says, though, that she's been avoiding KK's calls because she doesn't want to talk to her and she doesn't like her. So my whole thing is, if you've been ignoring her calls now, like, how do we know you wouldn't have been avoiding her calls to see him before? Like, how do we know that you're telling the truth? You know what I mean? I don't really understand the purpose of her ignoring the calls. Just answer the calls and see what she wants. I don't know. Maybe she was just trying to give her space, and maybe things couldn't work out when Scrap was in the bin. Like, I don't know what the tea is there, but we gonna find out. Brittany advises Tiara to be nice and open, receptive to whatever KK has going on. But she said she doesn't like KK, so she doesn't really want to do those things. The next scene is Mother effing Kirk and Rashida. Girl, can we just like skip over this shit? We get to Rashida's house and Rashida is taping up her house, being extra as hell. Like, she childish. Because if you were gonna do all that, then why the fuck did you let him move back in? Somebody make it make sense, bro. Like, she's literally taping the TV in half, the ottoman in half, the couch in half, the whole house is in half. And I didn't even understand this half because it was all over the place. It looked like a fucking maze. She's like, you stay on your side, I'ma stay on my side. Girl, bye. You gonna take the bed in half too? Like, where is he sleeping? On the couch? That couch don't look like it could fit him. And so she tells him, like, this is what she has to do because he conned her into moving back in. No, the fuck he didn't. He came and you were literally sending the people back to the fucking truck with the stuff to move in the house and told the guy you have a tip for him and everything. Then you still ended up letting him move back in. Kirk did not con his way back into that house. Rashida wanted his ass to move back in because she's a weak bitch. That's it. Don't say Kirk conned you. That's not what happened. Mind you, Rashida's eyebrows were not on fleek, okay? One was literally up here, one was like down here. She looked like the motherfucking Rock, okay? Dwayne Johnson. So they talked briefly about Jasmine Blood and the baby situation. Wasn't a long conversation. He said he's only really seen the child on Instagram, nowhere else. And so Kirk's not really trying to ruffle Rashida's feathers with this conversation, and he's not really trying to talk too much about it either because he's trying to get back in her good graces. So he's trying to play it cool, and he's basically saying like, look, if she wants to tape up the house, she can do whatever the hell she wants. I'm just trying to stay on her good side. They then talk about the workout tape, and Rashida is saying that she wants the personal trainer to be a part of the workout tape, and Kirk is saying absolutely not. But then Rashida basically puts her foot down and is like, listen, you're not the best decision-making person, okay? You're not the best at making decisions here. So if I want him in the fucking tape, he gonna be on the tape. End of discussion. And she leaves. So the next scene is Mimi, Keely, Just Brittany, and then Stevie and Estelita show up together. So they're looking at the venue for the showcase. The showcase, that's going to be a shit show, by the way. Stevie and Estelita arrive together, like I said. And Mimi kind of addresses it. And so, Estelita is lying through her damn teeth and saying, oh, you know, Stevie knew I was not happy. He knew I was upset. So we talked about it. No, you didn't. Y'all did way more than fucking talk about it. Stevie's over there in his blue Adidas tracksuit talking about, I fixed things. As if his name is motherfucking Olivia Pope. No, the fuck it's not. You don't fix nothing. Like, this man literally thinks his dick is the cure to the fucking human race. Like, he thinks that his dick is the cure to cancer. His dick is the cure to everything. You don't fix nothing. You make more problems, okay? You're a problematic dick. That's what you are. Anyway, at this point, Stevie starts addressing Just Brittany. And, you know, he's like, you ain't signed, so basically you're not in the showcase. He telling her she's not about to be in this showcase because she hasn't signed the contract. And so when he addresses Brittany, Keely basically interrupts and starts speaking on behalf of Brittany. She asks how long that Just Brittany's had the contract for, but she knows the answer to this question because Just Brittany's already told her everything. Anyway, she's just trying to have a conversation with Stevie because she's trying to get somewhere in life, okay? So, she's talking to Stevie, she's asking these questions, and Stevie says she's had it for over a month now. She and Just Brittany know why she hasn't signed the contract. Just Brittany's really unimpressed, and she starts to address Keely and basically is telling her to pipe down because she doesn't understand why she's interrupting in the conversation when it has nothing to do with her. She is supposed to be talking to Stevie. Just Brittany gets upset and she states that she's no longer working with Keely. Therefore, Stevie needs to not, you know, address her. And she also said Keely's supposed to, she's like, you're supposed to be my friend because when she got to Atlanta, Keely was the one that embraced her and they've been rocking. So she's like, you're supposed to be my friend. Oh shit. Keely's like, welcome to the industry, bitch. Ain't no friends. And I'm just like, you see? This bitch done told us in the last episode she ain't nobody's friend. She's only here for herself. She's an opportunist. She's confirming it, okay? She said, welcome to the industry, bitch. There's no such thing as friendship. Just Brittany asked her if she's mad because she is where she used to be. So Keely's like, first of all, I was never an artist. Secondly, I'm damn sure not no damn stripper. And I'm like, oh my god, like, honestly, why do people come for the strippers? Like, get how you live, bitch. At this point, Mimi's face is priceless. She's like, Mimi's face is priceless. So Just Brittany's in confessional and she's talking about how Keely knows why she didn't sign that contract. But now that Stevie's present, she's acting all the way up. And then Keely was in confessional talking about Just Brittany and she's defending Stevie in this confessional and I'm like, what the fuck? Literally defending Stevie, talking about he was just trying to help Just Brittany. You and I and everybody damn well knows Stevie ain't trying to help nobody. He's not. He's never trying to help Just Brittany. If he's made a song with her and instead of, you know, finishing the song and giving it to her, he's talking about she needs to sign a contract. Where in that is he trying to help? He's only trying to profit off of her. And then she has the audacity to say that Erica and Estelita were right about Just Brittany all along because they keep saying that she's unprofessional. And so Just Brittany is walking out and Keely is obviously talking shit as she's walking out, yelling about she's gonna make sure that she never gets anywhere in this industry as long as she's in the industry. The only money that she'll be making is on a pole. because she ain't gonna be in the music industry for much longer. I'm like, Keely, we don't even know you. Like, how are you gonna be so sure about, like, listen here, Keely, I can't. So now that Just Brittany is gone, Keely starts talking shit about Just Brittany to Stevie, bringing up the fact that Brittany's always talking about she's MMG, but she's like, Rick Ross doesn't even follow you on Instagram. And she's telling this to Stevie. And so Estelita's like, she's not a good look for you, babe. And Mimi's just standing there quiet. Mimi's like, lockjaw, bitch. She ain't talking, okay? And so Keely's like, she's not a good look for your brand. I said, honey, do you know what Stevie J's brand is? Stevie J doesn't have a good brand. If anything, Just Brittany's gonna help his brand because he's out here looking mad crazy. If he had put out a track with her, did not, you know, attack her about the fucking contract, forcing her to sign something, sign her life away to the devil, then we could say, you know, he's a good guy, he's the good guy, he's actually wants to help her. That's good for his brand. What's not good for his brand is telling the girl he's gonna take the song away from her because he's power tripping over what? Talking about he could have given it to Mary J. Blige. Like, shut the fuck up, Keely. This is what I don't like. Like, oh my gosh. So my whole thing with this is too, that was a weird sentence. Keely's saying all these bad things about Just Brittany now, but y'all were rocking until this very moment. You guys were rocking until today. So the fact that you are now saying all these things, you were obviously always feeling this way, but you never vocalized it. You waited for the perfect opportunity to vocalize it, because if you're going to bring up the fact that Rick Ross is not following her on Instagram, that means you have always pondered about that in your mind, and now you're bringing it up. You obviously always felt like she wasn't really MMG because you're now bringing up the fact that he's not following her. But where was this energy before? This is why I'm confused. Like, if you're her friend, how come you never said to her, babe, if you are MMG, how come Rick Ross doesn't follow you on Instagram? I don't get it. So, of course, Estelita starts coming for Just Brittany again while Keely's coming for her, saying that her toes are gripping the floor and all kinds. And I'm just like, this is so corny. Like, I can't. Estelita, you're fucking Stevie to get somewhere in life and you're going to be stagnant. So why are you talking shit about somebody's toes on the floor? Your toes are planted, bitch. Okay, at least hers is gripping something. She's gripping the bag with her toes. You're gripping Stevie's junk. Like... Oh my gosh. They start coming for her wig, her outfit, calling her Beetlejuice. Or hot ass mess. So once again, Stevie says she's out of the showcase. Steven does not believe in Estelita like he tries to say he does, because he says that Estelita's not ready to do a showcase on her own. That would just be a Estelita concert. So he has another Dangerzone artist up his sleeve, apparently. Does he have any guys signed? Like, that is going to headline or do the showcase with Estelita. Estelita doesn't know this yet, and I can only imagine how dumb she's gonna feel when she finds out, because who is this other artist? Like, is it a guy? Is it a girl? Like, I need to know who this next artist is for Dangerzone. I really do. And so when he said that she's not ready to do a showcase on her own, that just meant that she was trash. Okay? That's all it was. Put it in layman's terms. Trash. Dime is pregnant as hell and tired. She's in her second trimester at this point. She's laying in the bed. Sean brings her breakfast. And Sean finally got a job, but it's with a a G League team. I didn't even know there was G League. So he signed with Iowa, who is associated with the Timberwolves. Hopefully, after playing with Iowa for a while, he'll get back into the NBA. So this is what he wants to do, Cher. I don't know if it's gonna happen. So Dime's happy he got a job, but she's like, who's gonna help me with my pregnancy, with the baby? Like, I'm concerned now. He basically tells her again, yo, call your mama. And Dime is being stubborn. She's hesitant. She doesn't want to call her mom. And to be honest, I'm kind of over their storyline already. Like, it's boring. Since Mona, you know, dissed her with the whole wedding thing, the wedding special, she told her there's no budget for that or whatever, but then offered Cardi B an Offset one. But the real tea was that she didn't think that Dime would have enough viewers. The way the storyline's going, honey, I kind of see where Mona's at. Mona's a businesswoman. She might be the devil, but she is a businesswoman, and she knows you know, she knows what's good for her company. But it's obvious Dime needs the Love and Hip Hop check, because if Mona dissed me like that, I'm not going to be on the show no more. But she has to be, because what choice does she have? So in this next scene, Jock, Sean Garrett, Bocce, BK Bresco, they all stop by Young Jock's new joint venture with a woman named Sharonda. Jock is opening a hair salon because Jock has had a lot of media attention for his perm. And he thinks he's ahead of his time. So he goes to the location that the shop is supposed to be at. And when he walks in, he is not pleased because it looks a hot-ass mess. They are 2 weeks from the grand opening. And so Jock is panicking because he's like, the place is in shambles. It doesn't look like they're going to complete it in 2 weeks. Hell, they only had one construction worker working there. It must have been a Sunday, because I'm like, where's everybody else working on this place? He said he's going to have to put... Jock is so funny. I wish he could have his own show or something, because I would watch. He's so funny. Didn't he have his own show? Did he have his own show? One season? I don't know. Either way, he said that he's going to have to put on the invite, bring your own heart. Bring your own hard hat. I was dying. That's so funny. He said he's going to say, bring your own hard hat on the invitation, because the place is looking like it needs some love, honey. Fast forward, BK Bresco brings up that he's talking to Sierra, and they're like, BB Gun Sierra? And he's like, was BB Gun Sierra? But like I expected, BK is not only dating Sierra, and Sierra is going to be so upset when she learns this, because she's already been played and dogged out by her husband. Now she's going to be dogged out by her boyfriend. Anyway, we expected him to be fucking gallivanting with other bitches. But what we didn't know was that the other bitch that he's fucking with used to be friends or acquaintances with Sierra. And he said it's sticky now because they're both in love with him. And he's not in love with either of them, because he can't really move forward with Sierra until the whole BB gun situation fizzles out. And I'm just like, really? Like, you're gonna play her like that? She's not gonna fuck with you. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this guy. What is wrong with men? So Bocce brings up the fact that they all seem to be having woman problems. Something must be in the water. Bocce is Keely's boyfriend. And then Jock ends up telling Bocce that Blue Da Vinci is his baby daddy. At this point, Bocce seems to be a little worried. So I guess Blue Da Vinci is a guy, because, like, that was slang that I just used. If you don't, like, he's like a big dog, you know? I think that's probably why it's such a big deal, because he's like how he knows Blue Da Vinci and he's been in his circle before, and now he's dating his baby moms, the same baby moms that's withholding his children, keeping his children hostage from him, and there's drama there. And so Bocce look a little shook right now, honey. Not my problem. And that's basically the end of that conversation. Girl, we at the end of the episode. That was quick. So the last and final scene of the night is just Brittany meeting up with Keely. This meeting is pretty fucking iconic, okay? This is probably one of the best meetings we've ever seen in a long time. You might agree with me, you might not, but I'm gonna explain why, okay? Just Brittany came. She stated her problem with Keely. She said exactly what was on her mind. She didn't let Keely speak. And basically ended the convo all on her own. She like just wanted to give Brittany a piece of her mind. And not, sorry, Brittany just wanted to give Keely a piece of her mind, and she didn't want Keely to be able to respond to what she was saying. So after she finished saying what she was saying, she was like, that's it, I'm done. You're not gonna get a chance to speak today, honey, because you've done enough talking. and she got up to leave. There's something in my damn, like, just Brittany got up to walk away. What the hell is in my eye? It feels like an eyelash or something. And Keely's pissed because she never got to say what she wanted to say. Keely's so mad, she picks up just Brittany's water and flings the water at her. At this point, security's everywhere. I don't think she got too wet because she got like the back of her. She didn't get the front of her outfit. She starts yelling and she's carrying on crazy. She's very, very upset and irate at this point. And it's actually hilarious. And so just Brittany is over there talking about, you're so mad. You're so mad. You're so mad. And that's the thing. When Brittany's upset, her tone of voice is still, you know, calm. She doesn't really yell, and I think that irritates me more. It's just like when Moniz cusses you out and she drags you. She has a very monotone, and her voice is very calm, and she's like reading you for filth and giving you your whole life, and you don't even get to put a word in. And so Keely's very, very, very upset, and she's yelling about just Brittany won't be going back to Houston, or she won't be able to leave Atlanta. The next time she leaves, some place is gonna be at the bottom of an aircraft, basically saying she's gonna be in a coffin to fly back to Houston. Like, I was like, is that a death threat? Talking about, I'm from Detroit, bitch, bye, okay? And what is your point, sis? What is your point? You telling guys, bitch? What is the T? You're from the D, okay? And what else? I can't stand that shit. Anyway, at this point, Brittany is just telling Keely, you're mad. Keely is confirming she's mad because she's yelling about being from Detroit and that Brittany's gonna be at the bottom of an aircraft. So that's the tea. And I guess that's it for this episode. We're gonna see what happens next week. It's gonna be messy. Okay, Blue Da Vinci's in the building. People is flying everywhere. Security stepping in. It's messy. So yeah, I love you all, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.